Hamish. So Hamish, how did you get involved with the Hares of Hampshire initiative?
You guys sent me a letter.
We did, yes.
And it sounded like a really exciting project, charity, cause, and weirdly I was making these big hares.
I know, that is weird.
Which is quite weird timing.
Yeah.
And we sort of, together we came up with how are we going to make this work. And within about 5 nanoseconds, you guys said, okay, yep, we'll do it.
Great.
And we did it.
Good.
You have a team to make this happen.
Well, Nadine and David have sort of put this together and done it brilliantly, I think.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they're a good team. How many hares are you going to make? How many boxing hares?
So this is the bronze edition of 9.
Okay.
So there'll be eventually 9 worldwide.
Are we the first?
Yours is the first.
Rightly so.
Number 1.
Right, here's another question. What was your inspiration behind boxing hares? Please don't say boxing hares.
So lockdown, I did quite a few different things in the garden.
Yeah.
I did a robin, a wren, and a nuthatch. This sort of scale, I like doing big, I like doing monumental.
Yeah.
And I got so bored of making little things. That's a challenge.
Right.
Human-sized hares on a monumental scale.
And that is a challenge. I mean, you must have to work incredibly quickly. I always think, because when I look at the hares now, I can see every thumbprint and every movement that you've done. And surely you've got to do it incredibly quickly before the clay dries. Or am I being really stupid?
No, not really quickly. You have to do it quickly to get the energy into it.
Right.
So to make the surface of the sculpture dynamic and energetic, I have to work quite quickly, which I do. But actually, all the time I work, I have a gantry, and I have a massive bag, which at the end of the day, you just walk over and shut them up.
Oh, right. And that's it?
Keep it wet with damp cloths.
Okay.
So that works. There's no mad hurry.
There's no mad hurry. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Can you tell us what the process, we've just answered that. Can you tell us what the process involved in creating this wonderful masterpiece? Well, we've just heard that. We do.
Yeah, but actually you've only heard the easy bit. So
okay,
doing the clay original is the easy bit.
Yeah.
And then the casting to bronze using the lost wax method.
What's that?
Which is a method of casting bronze with, so it's one thing for me to stick my finger into a lump of wet clay. Yeah. It's another thing to have it bronze. Right. So we use the ceramic shell investment process, which has been around for about 6,000 years. It means making, and I'm not sure if I should be talking to Sarah or talking to you lot.
Yeah, just having a private chat.
So you have to make a positive original. Right. And then you make a negative rubber mold. Right. And then you make a positive wax. Then you make a negative ceramic. And then you pour the bronze into the hole where the wax was to get back to a positive bronze. So my bit's actually the easy bit. So it's the foundry work. I think all of this stuff is the
right. How many people are working at the foundry?
About 15.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So
and they're the people that do all of the positive negative thing that you do. Okay, good to know. How long did it take you to make the boxing hares?
So my easy bit took about I think I was on it for about 6 weeks. Right. 2 months. And then they went to the foundry last June, and when did we install them?
We installed them outside about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so they were finished about 3 weeks ago.
God, that's quite a long time.
Yeah,
it
was about 9-10 months.
Is that because of lockdown?
Yeah, it was partly because of lockdown, lots of people quarantining from each other.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, this is an interesting one. Who are your biggest artistic influences?
Wow. So probably the natural world around us. So I grew up on a farm. I'm an outdoorsy person. I get lots of inspiration from the world around us. Yeah. Artistic wise, I have a thing about cavemen. Right.
There are other people here, so careful. Yeah.
But then, ranging all the way through to contemporary sculptors. Right. But
no one in particular that you pick out and go,
but I've been lucky to travel the world studying animals in their own habitat.
Yeah.
Which gives you a proper feeling what they're about.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, you know, studying a hare in a field, you know, rather than in a zoo.
Yeah.
Looking at a proper animal.
Yeah, terrific. Describe how art is important to society.
Oh, that's a very hard.
I didn't write these have come in from different sorts of people.
Society.
That's quite tricky, isn't it? Off you go.
So, I mean, I think art is, it's a way of communicating.
Right.
You do it with your voice.
Yeah.
You do it with hands.
Okay.
Some people write. I think humans, we've all got this creative gene, whether it's you doing your thing and someone else writing or me doing my thing. And we're very lucky as a species that we have this sort of creative thing. So that's great for society, isn't it?
Very well answered. I don't know what I would have done said if you'd asked me that. Okay, which art trends inspire your current work?
Wow. I'm not really one for art trends. I like art that will stand the test of time.
Yeah.
I think we can in today's modern world, you can get sucked into trends.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure what this question means. When somebody says art trends, does that mean, you know, what's fashionable at the moment in sculpture?
Yeah, I guess so. So NFTs, are they going to last?
Oh, NFTs. Yeah, NFTs, that's interesting, isn't it? Are they going to last? I don't know.
Whereas bronze animalia, which has been going around for hundreds of years, if not thousands, will slightly dip in and out of fashion, but it will always be there.
Yeah, yeah.
So oil painting will always be, I think, respected.
Yeah.
Will NFTs? I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Has anybody else got any questions for Hamish around the boxing hares or around his career? Yes.
How much does it weigh?
It weighs 475 kilograms.
See, yeah, you can't
not
lift it.
including.
Anybody? Yes.
Where would you like to see it, sort of its final resting place being?
So when I made it, I had the idea of it silhouetted in a landscape on the skyline, because it's got a really cool silhouette from both sides. But actually, it was really interesting seeing it in an urban environment where it worked, and I had to have the post to give it 3 points of contact to make it architecturally strong enough, engineeringly. And they work really well with the post and the architecture and the straight lines within an urban environment, so anywhere.
Yeah. It's funny though, isn't it, when we put it there, because looking at it both ways, if you're looking at it from behind there, you've got that beautiful stone. The colour of the Guildhall, I think, really works with it. And then, of course, you look around the other side, we've got the park, so it works in both ways. If the post you're talking about, that doesn't need to be there, does it?
It doesn't need to be there. I wanted to make it everybody proof.
Yes.
So you can climb all over it and do whatever you want.
But don't do that. Anybody else? Any questions? Yes.
Is it hard to let go of your pieces once you finish them?
No, do you know, a lot of people ask me this. No, not at all. I love the making side of it. And once I finish making, this is just a process. Brutal.
It's just brutal, isn't it? I just don't know if I could do that. Well, I mean, obviously I've never made anything like that, but gosh, that is quite brutal. Any other questions? Anybody else like to ask Hamish a question about his process or about the sculpture? Yes.
Did you start with plasticine?
No, so I actually started with an armature, which is a steel skeleton. And I'm not very good at drawing, so I draw with an armature, so I bend it into position. And then cover it in clay.
But James, didn't you say when you were young, when you were a
When
boy?
you were young,
Yeah.
plasticine.
Were you like
Yeah.
plasticine?
Not quite sure if it was as sophisticated as that. I grew up on a farm, so we were finding other materials.
Anybody else? Any questions for Hamish before we go outside to unveil the sculpture? We are actually, Madam Mayor, there you are. You're back. Would you like to come and say a few words? We've got Madam Mayor here who has been at the other party.